Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today we have a special treat for you. We have Christian. He's a graduate of ours who graduated last year, right, Christian?
Yes, sir.
And he was kind enough to come on back and give us an update of how his life is working and to kind of inspire everyone who's watching this video right now to tell you, hey, where can you start and what can you be looking like just after 1 year? So, Christian, tell everybody first, how old are you?
I'm 22.
That means last year you came through the program 21.
Yes, sir. 21, and I got my CDL at a young age. Now I'm happy that I have it.
Nice. Now, what was the main motivation to getting a CDL in the first place?
Growing up, I really didn't have any family behind my back, as what people would, like young people like myself would have. And I seen that I was going on a bad route. So, I kind of wanted to step out my comfort zone and see, the trucking industry, something I kind of had a family drive trucks, like my stepfather was driving trucks, and I kind of wanted to see how it feels, the industry. I gave it a try, and ever since that, I've been loving it, man.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
So you didn't have that financial support like some other people do, so you kind of had to get kicked out of the nest early.
Yeah.
But what about trucking itself? What kind of brought you to trucking?
My father, when I was maybe 12, he would take me a lot to over-the-road trips. Nice. And I like to see the experience. I went to California with him.
Cool.
And ever since that, it just stuck my memory, like the places I've never been to before, and I want to experience it now. Nice. At my age. So trucking, and also just trucking in general, is just a big part of me and who I am now. It kind of built my characteristics way more than what I was before without trucking. So
as a person, you've grown.
Yeah, a lot.
Nice. Were you afraid kind of getting this whole process started like most of our students?
Yes. When I first started, I remember talking to one of the instructors, and he told me, I told him actually, I don't know nothing about trucking. I was nervous, and when he told me, you have to go through every single part, I was kind of like, should I do it or no? And they kept motivating me. That's what I like about this school. Like, they kept motivating me. They took me step by step. And ever since that, I learned so much from what I thought what a truck would be. I learned a lot. And that's just from studying, the instructors going back and forth with me. And I appreciate everything they've done for me.
Nice, perfect. So it's not uncommon to start something new and be afraid, right? Just like Christian has experienced. And while you're going through it, I'm sure you've thought, hey, is this even worth it? Should I continue going on?
Yeah.
But are you happy that you did a year later?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Like I said, it's improved me as a person. I have more goals in life compared to before. And trucking is just a beautiful thing to experience. And nice. Now, hopefully, all you guys experience it as well.
So let's kind of go through. So you went through the training program. Of course, you got your CDL license. You didn't get it the first time, but you did wind up getting the second time. There was some issue with the examiner giving you the test, right? He tried to sneak you a little bit.
Yeah. See, I kind of fell for that trick. And tip of advice: don't fall for any trick they give you. That's what they're going for. That's their main target: make you fail.
Well, one of the cool things now, Christian actually didn't get to experience it, but now we have our own third-party testing site. So Christian actually had to go to a DMV in Jersey here because our third-party testing site was not approved yet. But that's one of the experiences why we decided to open up our own third-party testing site, because we have no reason to try to trick you. We either want to know, hey, do you know the information or do you not know the information? And you're going to fully pass or fail on your merits and your hard work itself. So you passed. The second time you passed with flying colors, no big deal.
Yeah, it's flying colors, no big deal.
And then what was it like after that? How long did it take you to find your first job?
After that, I was still working with Amazon. I was looking around. Nobody wanted to really hire a new driver. The second option is over the road, which a lot of people will prefer. I wanted my experience more locally. So what I ended up doing was going on Facebook, the jobs they have posted, and actually a friend reached out to me saying, if I want to get the experience locally, and he gave me a position, and I worked my way up there, and now, if it wasn't for them and you guys, I wouldn't be how I drive now, and I'm really a good driver. So
nice. So how long? So once you actually started looking for it, you got yourself into interview. I'm sure that was a scary process or a nerve-wracking process.
Yeah.
But how long after you took the interview did they actually hire you?
So I went to the interview maybe within a month I got my CDL, and they told me it would take a week, just to see like my background and all of that. And And for me, it wasn't a week. Within 2 hours, they called me back saying you're hired. And you know, I was really grateful that even happened because, like I said, they told me a week, and I was expecting a week, and 2 hours they called me back.
So you're 21 years old. You have no experience at all, and all of a sudden you go to this interview. Say it's 10 o'clock. You're saying by 12 o'clock they give you a call saying, "Hey, I need you back in here. Let's get you hired."
Yep, by 12 o'clock.
So for all those people who are saying, "Hey, I'm not going to get a CDL license because I don't have experience, or I'm too young, or I'm too old. I want to stay local." This is a perfect example of there's so much work out there. There's so much availability out there. And all you have to do is knock on the right door, and boom, this was the first interview you actually went on.
First interview ever. First trucking was first interview.
Nice. And then you got it.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about what kind of work you're doing now. So you started off, I'm sure they didn't put you in a truck by yourself, right?
Nah, first no.
They put you in with somebody to make sure that you knew what you're doing.
Yeah, first I went with a trainer. I already had knowledge on what a truck, how it runs and what it is. But you know, it's always good to get experience from another driver. So they put me on the road to tell me little details, watch the signs, make sure cars are not too close to you. And then after that, I kind of got the hang of it, and they let me free basically. And all the stuff I learned from here and over there, I brought it on to me being free, and that's how I drive now. So
nice, good. How long did that training process work?
You know, at first, usually they say it's like a 3-month process because they have a lot of locations they go to. But now it took me maybe a month since I kind of got everything fast.
Cool.
And ever since that month, I kind of just remember like me being scared to drive a trailer at first. Mm-hmm. Now it's just like a car to me.
You're just used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
So it took about a month of the training program. I'm sure. What did they start you off at? What kind of money?
Well, they started me off at low pay 22, which is not bad for a first year experienced driver. You know. And like I said, there's a lot of companies out there. You just have to keep looking. You know, don't just give up because you can't find a company that pays off the rip good money. Because you know you're always gonna take a low budget when you first start, since you have no experience. I was just grateful to get that $22 an hour.
You got some experience under your belt, and after a month, they started giving you more money, right?
Yeah, so
nice.
I'm grateful for that. So.
And now you're doing a lot, because one of the cool things about local drivers is you get paid by the hour instead of versus by the mile, which means if you get stuck in traffic or whatever it is, you're still getting paid to sit there. So now, on average, so you were telling me before you got your CDL, how much money were you making on a monthly basis?
Well, before I got my CDL, I was making, you know, with a lot of overtime, $2,000 a month.
So that's working your butt off.
Yeah, a lot. And you know, as many of you work for Amazon, so you know how that works. $2,000 a month, 60 hours a week. That's a lot of hours.
So now you're working the same hours?
Same hours.
How much you making?
And I make between every 2 weeks I make $2,500 to $3,000 every 2 weeks.
About $5,000 to $6,000 a month.
A month.
So more than double what you were making before.
That's a huge growth. So.
And how's that changed your life?
It's changed my life a lot. You know, before I even started this, I was kind of figuring out when would I get my apartment, a car that I want, and didn't see myself doing that before. And within my experience, I got my own apartment. I have my own car. The car that I wanted, so it's much more to come. It's just growth from here. So
now you're on your road to freedom, like we like to say, right?
Yes, sir.
And freedom to us means that now you need money to have choices in this world that we live in. And now, is money really on top of your mind? Like, is money a worry for you as it was when you were making $2,000 a month?
Nah, not anymore, because with the CDL you have so much opportunities. The only way you could really mess it up is if you mess it up. But other than that, there's so many jobs that want to hire people. So I don't think you'll ever go jobless. So. And
I'm sure you get kind of offers all the time saying, "Hey, come work for me, come work for me."
I have a lot of owner operators that want to work for me. They see that I'm young and they want that. You know, even if you're not young, as long as you're willing to work and drive, put the miles in, anybody will take you. So
nice. So 1 year later, your whole life has pretty much changed.
A lot, yes.
You invested money into getting your CDL license. You put in the work. You put in the time. And now 1 year later, you've almost tripled your income in some months, right? From $2,000 to $6,000 a month, with the potential of making even more.
Yes.
So tell me, now that you're at this level, you're still young. Where do you see your future going? Where do you want to
go? I have 2 goals. Well, actually 3. My first goal is to work for a different, better paying company. Everybody wants that at some point. My second goal is to be an owner operator within 2 or 3 years. Being an owner operator is not as easy, but if you just put your right mindset and work ethics, you could become a great owner operator. And within a couple of years, I want to have a fleet of maybe 15 to 20 trucks and have a company.
All right, build an empire.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what I like to see. So if you like Christian's story, if you relate at any point, maybe you're making a certain income that's not really helping you get anywhere. Maybe you're kind of stuck at the level that you're at. You can do what Christian did, which is just follow his path, right? So he invested time and money and energy into learning a new skill that made him more valuable, right? So when you were working at Amazon, you had a certain value working in a warehouse.
Yes.
Now that you have a CDL license, your value to the marketplace has increased dramatically, and it's going to go up from there the more you learn and the more experience you have.
Yeah.
So by the time you turn 30, money's not going to be an issue for you at all.
Hopefully not. I don't think so. Right now I'm in a good spot, and I'm going to keep striving for more. So.
Perfect. So Christian is on his road to freedom now. He's getting much closer to freedom every single day with this new CDL license. If you want to feel what it truly feels like to be free, have more money in your pocket, and be valued. Imagine having companies give you a call every single day or every single week, begging them, hey, come work for me, come work for me. If that's not what you're experiencing right now, once you get a CDL license, you keep your license clean, and you put in the work that you need, you're going to change your entire life. So Christian, let them know. Getting a CDL license will get them on the road to freedom.
Yes, sir. Trust and believe. It will get them to the road to freedom.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by, my friend.
All right. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully, we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.